And now for our next news special report.
Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm Gary Franchi here with a special report. Think back to the days when Trump led our nation. Now, the former president dropping a bombshell claim. Under his leadership, Israel and Ukraine would have remained untouched by adversaries. Is there weight to Trump's bold assertion, or is this just another political gambit as he gears up for 2024? You'll want to hear every detail, every perspective, and most importantly, my final thought on why this story holds paramount importance for every citizen of our republic. Let's dive in. The political arena was shaken to its core when former President Donald Trump took center stage in Adel, Iowa. Addressing a captive audience at the Commit to Caucus event, Trump didn't hold back. Reflecting on global events, he made a sweeping declaration that had everyone talking. He firmly believed that had he been in office, the attacks on Israel and Ukraine never would have occurred. Now, to many conservatives, his words rang true. They remember a time of strength, decisive action, and more importantly, a president who wasn't afraid to put America's interests first. Critics, of course, rush to dismiss his comments as mere campaign banter, but there is no ignoring the undercurrent of unease. The world stage is undeniably volatile, with allies feeling the pressure. America's role in global security is more pivotal than ever. Trump's message was clear. Under his watchful eye, our republic's allies would have been shielded from harm. Before we delve deeper into this, let's address something crucial. Picture our body as a nation. As we age, our strength wanes, and by the time we're in our 40s or 50s, our muscle mass begins to decrease. And just as our nation needs strength and endurance to stand firm in global politics, our bodies require resilience to tackle life's challenges. Now let's draw a parallel. Much like how Trump believes he could have fortified our allies, there's an incredible new product that fortifies our bodies, a product that combats age-related muscle and strength loss, revitalizing us with newfound energy. It's like having Trump's assertiveness in a bottle. And guess what? There's a 41% discount available for a limited time. And if you want in, visit gainwithgary.com. Be quick, because once they're gone, they're gone. Now, let's go to Donald Trump. The video clip from the Iowa event is nothing short of illuminating. Watch.
Something we're going to make America great again. You see what's happening to our country. You see what's happening in the Middle East. All that stuff would never have happened. Israel would never have been attacked. Ukraine would never have been attacked. I mean, go back to Ukraine. It was attacked because of the incompetence of Afghanistan, the way they moved. I mean, Putin's looking back and he sees this guy that can't even put two sentences together. They leave Afghanistan. They take the soldiers out first. No, but you don't take the soldiers out first. You take the soldiers out last. The soldiers don't mind. They took the soldiers out first, and it was like a free-for-all. They left back $85 billion worth of brand new equipment that was bought by me. You know, we rebuilt our whole military. We did a great job with that. We had fighter jets that were 48 years old. We rebuilt our military. How about being in a 48-year-old fighter jet flying around? You got to fight somebody in a brand new one. No, it's not. Typically, it doesn't work that way. Typically, it doesn't work too well. But we rebuilt our military. We unfortunately gave $85 billion to the Taliban. And now Afghanistan, as you know, is one of the largest sellers of military equipment in the world. They got 700,000 rifles and guns, 70,000 trucks and cars, many of them armor-plated, costing $1 million a piece. Armor-plated, 4 inches of steel. And you say, why did you leave it? Why did you leave it? We weren't leaving it. I said even take out the leather hangers, they make it actually have leather. You think of plastic, but with the government, they sort of get leather instead because, they always go the most expensive route. But the hangers, I said, I want every nut, I want every bolt, I want every screw that's laying on the ground, I want everything to go out. And one of them said to me, Millie, he said, sir, it would be cheaper if we left everything. I said, where does this guy come? Where does he come from? A brand new airplane cost $128 million, right? I said, you mean you think it's cheaper to leave it than to fill it up with a little fuel and fly it the hell out to, even if you just fly it to Pakistan, then you bring it back home or you fly it back home. Most of them can make that journey, right? Oh, it's better to leave it there. I don't want to tell you what I had to go through with these people. Some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my life. But we have. But you know what? But our military is great. We had some of the most incredible. Don't forget, we defeated ISIS in 4 weeks, less. I was told it took 4 years, sir, maybe 3, 4 years. What, 4 years? And I went over to Iraq and I met with people and generals and sergeants. I met with everybody and I said, what do you think? So we could do it in less than 4 weeks. And I said, they tell me 4 years. We can do it in less than 4 years. The one general, he was fantastic. He said to me, sir, I'm just telling you, 4 weeks and we have time left over. And I said, well, I'm not getting the same stuff. Why is it that didn't work? Well, what they do is, I call them the television generals. They'd come over and they'd tell these guys what to do, and they'd do it. I said, but don't you say that you're not supposed to do that? I mean, we can do it much better. Sir, that's not our position. When the high rankers, they call them high rankers, come over from Washington, we do what they tell us to do. I said, so why is it so bad? Well, they want to use the one base that's very far away, and they didn't want to be, politically incorrect. So they didn't want to use other bases that they had all over the place. And he said, sir, we can use those bases, and we'll hit them from the left, we'll hit them from the right, we'll hit them from the bottom, we'll hit them from the top. They won't know what the hell happened, sir. And that's what happened, and I got it knocked off. You know the longer version of the story, which is a cool story, but I won't bore you with it. I can only tell you this, that our military is amazing. It's amazing. We have a great military. And it's not going woke. It's not going. We're not going to have our military be woke, fellas, okay? You don't want a woke. I don't think he wants a woke military. It's not going to go woke. They would like to have it woke, but we're not going to let that happen. But now we have death and destruction all over the planet because we have the worst and most incompetent president in the history of our country. He's incompetent.
Trump's passion is palpable. He discusses America's global standing, highlighting the perceived missteps of the current administration and the consequences of leaving allies vulnerable. His reference to Afghanistan is especially poignant. The hasty exit, according to Trump, signaled weakness to the world. This sentiment isn't isolated to just Trump. Many conservatives echo this sentiment, pointing out that a strong republic doesn't abandon its commitments or its equipment. The staggering figure of $85 billion in abandoned military equipment in Afghanistan serves as a painful reminder. Trump's anguish is evident as he recalls the rejuvenation of America's military during his tenure. From aging fighter jets to the cutting-edge machinery we have today, Trump believes the present administration's action in Afghanistan undid much of that hard work. Trump's remarks don't end with criticisms, though. He's vocal about his appreciation for America's military, emphasizing their dedication and ability. His mention of the defeat of ISIS in a mere 4 weeks stands out. And such accomplishment, Trump suggests, are the results of decisive leadership and listening to the experts on the ground rather than distant television generals. The former president's words at Adel weren't just about pointing fingers. They served as a reminder of what he believes America once was and what it could be again. It's a call to prioritize our republic's interests, stand with our allies, and resist the pull of wokeness that, according to him, threatens to weaken our military. Trump's journey towards the 2024 elections is paved with such candid moments. His unfiltered approach, whether one agrees with them or not, compels attention. His words in Iowa serve as a precursor for the kind of campaign he's set to run, one where he believes America's global standing and security are paramount. America, we're at a crossroads. The comments from President Trump are more than just political posturing. They're a challenge to critically assess where our great republic stands on the world stage. And whether one agrees with Trump's assertions or not, the core message is evident. The safety and security of America and its allies are paramount. As we move towards 2024, it's essential to ask, what kind of leadership do we envision for our nation? One that's assertive, protective, and puts America first? Or one that's perceived as hesitant in the face of global challenges? Remember, our republic's legacy isn't just built on its past, but its actions today and decisions for tomorrow. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and always put America's interests at the forefront. Good night, America.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And
If you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.